So I've kind of just realized that I'm not really God's favorite, especially this past week. Just to kind of dive into it a little bit, I've started to really think about my health a little bit because I caught COVID for the second time, and man, that was it wasn't as nice as the first time when I had COVID, and I'm definitely double, triple vaccine boosted, and I've had asthma my whole life, but this past battle with COVID, let's just say I wake up at night because I can't breathe and I gotta like cough out because I guess I got too much like fluids in my lungs right now, and I didn't realize how bad it was for me breathing, just because of the fact that I got to try like a nebulizer when I was at like the little express hospital, and man, I didn't realize how bad my breathing was. I just felt so like free and could breathe so deep, and I'm just like, wow. And it makes me realize that over the past week, as I was like developing COVID in my body and all that, and I was working, that I did notice that my breathing started getting shallow, but I just kind of chucked it off to being like, well, it's life. I'll be back at it. I even ran on a little treadmill and was doing cardio, and it was just like still feeling shallow, but I was able to run for like 20 minutes straight, so it wasn't so bad. But man, and then just to add in, after all that, guess what? My car is not even starting right now. So God has definitely gave me a bit of a challenge. God, universe, whatever you believe in, I got a nice little challenge this week, and it's kind of got me sitting back thinking about the fact that I've kind of been coasting through life, as in like on, like when you're on like like with the new Teslas and all that, you could go ahead and start the car and have it just ride in the lane, and you don't need to like really focus on anything and just pay attention to make sure that you don't crash the car. I feel like I've been treating my body and my life like that, where I've kind of just been living because it's just like, well, I'm human, I'm healthy, I could just do whatever. And now I'm realizing at the age of 24, I can no longer just coast and believe that my body's going to be okay. And I was really hoping that everything would just be okay. But I guess now I got to start making conscious decisions with the way that I'm eating and dieting. Because I'm going to be honest, after my recent little vacation, which was much needed, because you need vacations in this life to really get a nice little like mental refocusing of a sort. And ever since I've been back from that vacation, I've been eating Burger King and burritos and all these other fast food locations so much that like I've probably had like maybe 4 or 5 meals at home in the past like month and a half. And I know that isn't right and that wasn't good, and I've been hearing in my head like, man, maybe you should start making food. And y'all should know, I don't cook. I haven't cooked. My girlfriend cooks the majority of the meals, but I'm trying to learn how to. But I have like this anxiety with cooking because it's just like, oh, what if I make something trash and I waste my money? And then when I start cooking for myself and solely nobody else, that's when I feel like a chef and I'm able to whip up whatever I want to whip. So I'm trying to work through that and make something. Like I make some salmon and some sweet potatoes, and man, I love my smoothies whenever I make them and all that such, and my breakfast be hitting when I actually try. But I just gotta, I guess, get used to doing more for myself and doing more activities, and maybe doing all that would kind of get me to be more focused on being the future man I want to be, which is like just full on productivity, able to make my meals every day and not really stress about it. Because right now I do stress about it. And hitting the gym every day, that's something I've been trying to get into doing. But every single time I get into the gym, I forgot to turn off notifications. Apologies on that if you heard that. Well, of course you heard that. But every single time I start getting into a healthy turn, there's always something that's happening, whether it's money, whether it's getting sick and all that. And it's kind of like tiring, where I'm trying to figure out how to keep this train going. And I think now more than ever, I really need to make this transition into the full on productivity and being healthy and being a guru of a sort, and kind of showing how I'm getting into it, and maybe that helps other people while also helping me get deeper into my creativity bag. So more than ever, if you want to watch somebody who's really about to be about their health, it's nobody else other than me. Well, there's other people that's trying to do that too. Like if you watch Brian Johnson, he's like some older guy who takes like 100 pills plus a day, super about his health, and I'm trying to be about that, but without all the money. So if you want to start peeping somebody who's trying to really be about their health and give nothing but free advice about that, get ready for the content to come. And of course, I'm going to talk about more stuff here past that. And yeah. Oh, another thing I want to add in, since I'm definitely petrified and have PTSD of people and sicknesses, please follow me on Letterboxd. It's under KJ's KJS_EXP. I'm going to be posting movie reviews. I'm on my Twitter, tweeting too much about dumb shit. Just peep me out, you know? I'm on the internets. I'm staying at home. I'm not outside with people. No more. I'm back to being introverted to a whole nother level.